Welcome to another episode of the Yaa Balla podcast. I am NALDO'S. Today I'm joined by Faba and Chris Nick. Of course, gentlemen. Wagwan.
Yeah, I'm one.
Yo, how is a delay?
We're there. We just there wait till the boss introduce himself. I remember in bilingual, so more qualified
But me,
than
I
him.
wait for talk. For you say are two good brethren, man. We just give each other the way.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well, come like say Jamaica give Panama and the World Cup the
The
way
way,
decent.
yeah.
We're going to kick it off right then and there, gentlemen. The Jamaican Reggae Boyz are out of the 2025 Gold Cup and they exited the competition in the group stages. And bros, from see the first match when the man them lose to Guatemala, I said, all right, it's going to be long. Like, bro, I think Guatemala ranked 160 something in a FIFA rank, world rankings, bro. While Jamaica almost 60 something. Right? So there's approximately 100 spot difference between the two teams. But again, as we would all know, based on our decades of watching football, it really just take one goal for win a match. Well, Faba would have probably argued differently still, because him say, I know goal win match. But anyway, from me, this is say, yo, the man them lose 1-0 against Guatemala. Me did already know so them never beat Panama, bro. Because Panama is arguably the fourth strongest team in CONCACAF behind a US, Canada, Mexico. Right?
Yeah, the strongest team outside the top three when
Outside the top three, right?
Some did already know, so the man them never dare beat Panama. So me I say, bro, we need to beat Guadeloupe and Guatemala. The man them lose 1-0 against Guatemala. I say, boy, see it, and then final match now. Ishmael Rui,
Ruiz.
yes, Ishmael Ruiz
Ismail Ruiz.
scored a first half hat trick in the final game of the group.
Ismael Diaz.
Oh, Diaz, I know that.
Oh, it's Diaz.
Ruiz, bro. The
No,
race
no.
is some of you. And Diaz, the man name, brother. But yes,
The man play for the Catholic University.
And fun fact, he was in prison for 9 years.
What? A prisoner
He was in
of Jamaica
prison
out
for
of
9 years.
the goal.
No, see, I can't judge. Man, lick a trick from
He's
the
been
top
in
ball of
prison for
them.
9 years, bro, and he's known as like a community hero where he is because I think he like all his earnings he dedicates to like the local schools and all of that. So them just love him down there.
Well, they might love him even more now with that 3 goal of him scoring in the first half, a hat trick. And then Jamaica weren't able to turn the tie around as they lost 4-1 at full time. The whole 45 minutes couldn't find 2 goals scored. But Baba, I'm gonna start with you. Where do you think it went wrong for the Reggae Boyz in this recent World Cup run?
Bro, I don't even know where to start. It's like that's why I'm gonna really pay attention and watch Jamaica, Cause every time I pay attention and watch Jamaica, it's like it's always a disappointment. And it's not cause more time the performances. It's just the whole structure of the whole team itself and the whole organization behind it. Because we're seeing as the whole squad is set up on this diaspora of 70% of the team are UK born players. So we're not even in the game against Panama, it's a do or die game. We're not seeing that hunger. We're not see that drive, where say, yeah, play for your home country and you need to win this to get through to the next round.
Yeah.
There's no drive, there's no urgency, there's no fight within the players to like say, oh, I need this, I need to crunch the boy, I need to run out my heart. Yeah, there's no, I'm not getting no hunger from the players, and it just shows in the performances. Whereas like everybody's just lackluster, the midfield is non-existent. And then I don't understand the decision of the coach sometimes, like for the past 3 to 4 games, I think, Richard King is always the first substitution, which I don't understand. Why is Richard King always the first substitution and he's bringing on another defender, which I don't understand. So it's not like he might take out a defender to say, all right, we're going to bolster our attack. We're going to go all in. No, him just always take off Richard King for um to bring on another defender. And then when he's bringing on that other defender, defender not impact the game how we want going forward or even defensively because we still have gaps. And, it's too easy to play through us all the time. So it's really a lot. And I don't know, it's like I'm just not trusting this coach
Yeah.
to take us to the World Cup at all. I'm
Wow.
not trusting him at all.
Chris Nick, what's your reaction to the Gold Cup exit firstly?
First of all, not surprised. Well, yes, I am surprised that they
Hold on. Stick up in, my boss. Stick up in. I'm glad you said that. Because a lot of people online, they must say them surprised. But me I say, guys, how can you be surprised? Even the match where Jamaica win what?
2-1.
3-1.
No, 2-1.
Bro, they could
Yes,
have lost that easily.
they scraped through that match,
The
bro.
man them scrape through the match, so me I say from the campaign start, the man them done it
Mhm.
come like a vacation. Them they are foreign who never got US before. Them they are US for a vacation, bro. The man just like them just never show up.
bro,
Right.
honestly,
You say you're surprised, but not surprised.
yeah, it's like when you put the bar so low and you say, no man, them can't drop below the bar. And then find out where you say, whoa, you're talented.
Talented for just find a way below the bar, right?
Just disappoint people.
Like a Nicholas Jackson, bro. Like Nicholas Jackson is a epitome. You come like if you go start playing for Jamaica.
Let's not get
Always
in.
find a way to get worse.
Chelsea, yeah,
Let's not get into Chelsea
not
players.
going.
Please, we're talking about international. Let's not get into where your squad lacks. Okay, sir? Please, thank you.
So, as I say, surprised but not surprised. And I think Faba made a pertinent point where he said 70% of the squad is made up of English-born players. And even though you might have a parent who is from Jamaica that gives them eligibility to play for Jamaica, for example, and them say Mason Greenwood supposed to soon play for Jamaica. What you tend to see is there isn't any passion because it's not them country.
Yeah, not. It's like them just come play some football
Right.
and with the hopes of going to the World Cup and say, oh,
And
yeah, go ahead, Chris, sorry.
play a World Cup. But then when you really look at it, one, the Jamaican national team doesn't have the support that would make the players even feel like they're a part of, something bigger. Like say, for example, you look on other nations, say Argentina, for example. Like even if you're never born in Argentina, like for example, Garnacho, I think him grew up in Spain, never grew up in Argentina. But when you go and you play for the national team, when you see the crowd, the fans, the love what the people have for the national team, it make you feel like say, yo, this worth something. Jamaica doesn't have that. So what you tend to see is that when the players come, it just feel like another game, and that's how they play. It's just another game to get out of the way.
What would you say then, Christopher, is a realistic solution? I mean, we finished, well, obviously Gold Cup done and gone. With the bigger goal, which credit to in McLaren's defense, he always made it clear that the end goal is to qualify for the World Cup. That is top priority, right? But as you both said, you're not very confident in him taking us to the World Cup right now. Therefore, I'm going to pose a question to both of you. But with you, Chris, since you're already on the floor, what do you think is a realistic solution for the Reggae Boyz to qualify to the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
I don't think the solution that you could provide right now would be anything. Like right now, the World Cup is too close for you to do anything noteworthy, like anything groundbreaking to change the structure of the team. I feel like the World Cup is just too close. Because the real solution would be invest more in local talents, but not just the JPL. Invest more in the ground roots, like the primary schools, the prep schools, that try get the talent them from early and have better programs to nurture that talent, to even get say for example, to get talents out of the country. Like something that happened with Leon Bailey, I think is like one of the perfect examples, where someone born in Jamaica, grew up in Jamaica, and then left to go overseas.
So you just say we need more football programs, for example, like
Right.
Phoenix Academy,
More
where
academies, right?
them give Whisper, them give Leon Bailey, them give Kyle
Exactly.
Butler, them give
Kaim Dixon.
Kaim did they have Phoenix?
Well, no, not at Phoenix, but as
okay.
in I'm talking about homegrown going
Yeah,
out there.
going
Exactly.
abroad. And then
No.
now this season you have two guys that did play for Veer Phoenix United in the JPL. Oh God, what them name, man? I can't remember them name, but yeah, they should be making the next step from Jamaica, from the Phoenix Academy to international teams with Feyenoord, PSV, and some other club. But
Right.
mhm.
When you look at it, like Leon Bailey, we've always had we've always been criticizing him really and truly, fairly as well, because his performances has not lived up to the expectation. But when we look at talent, to me, Leon Bailey is the best player on the Jamaica national team.
Still?
Yeah, as in from a talent, from a peak perspective. Like if you want the best match from everybody, I feel like his best match is better than any other player's best match.
Okay.
Not for country, I mean just attack overall.
Fair.
So when you look at it, Jamaica's problem is not a talent problem, because the best player in Jamaica's national team is not an English-born player.
Yeah.
He's a Jamaican-born player. Jamaican raised. It's just that he went overseas. So clearly the true problem is a foundational problem with the country. And we are looking for quick fixes because we just say, all right, we're taking England's rejects. But England reject them for a reason.
Yeah. What I think is a solution, Faba, because you already says you make it very clear earlier. You're not a confidence in Mr. McLaren right now. So what you think what we can do to fix things?
Well, I wholeheartedly agree with Chris. You know, I I think it's really and truly too late right now to do anything of um sorry. I think it's really too late right now to do anything of substance that will really impact the squad of the team, as they say. 'Cause we can't go out there and source seven six players and replace 7 6 players on the team right now. It don't make no sense, because that's gonna lead to even more cohesion problems, more accountability problems, more chemistry problems. Um, I think a solution will be to we need to find the identity for this squad, or an identity for the way how we play, because you we watch Jamaica. What style of play does Jamaica use? You can tell me?
Couldn't tell you.
Change is based on the coach.
That's what I'm saying. And even if it's based on the coach, we don't know what we're playing. We don't know if we're playing counter attack. We don't know if we play pressing football. We don't know if we sit back in a mid block, try to pick off bad touches. We don't know what we play. So it's always a guessing game, and it's always a case where, oh, we don't know who are gonna play this game, because who it kind of remind me of like Man United under Ten Hag, I would say, where we don't know what we're gonna get when.
No tactics.
No tactics at all. It's just go out there and play some football. And even when we go out there and play some football, we're not playing a football will make sense. Right? And it's just I really don't know. I think it's just the personnel,
Yeah.
as I said earlier, that we have on the team. And
So
what
you want more Jamaican based players, like you want more local based players.
either get more local based players or get players who are willing to fight, players who are hungry. And the thing is, McLaren come out in an interview and he's saying like, we're not as good as we think we are, right? What am I, the a supporter of the country? I'm born here, right? What am I supposed to think? We're not as good as we think. We didn't think we were good in the first place. So you coming to tell me, say, we're not as good as we think we are. And he's then going to go on to say talent is nothing without hard work.
All
Yeah,
right.
we know that talent is nothing without hard work, bro.
All right. So that. So another point from the press conference when me take away a clip where you see online, right? Come here. A clip where you see online where basically must say no one is safe in the team. Coming into the September window, we'll have some more qualifiers to play. He said absolutely no one in this team is safe right now. So let me just run through the names in the squad with the Gold Cup. This is according to One Football, by the way. Goalkeepers, Gideon White, Andre Blake, Shaquan Davis, Jamali Waite. Defenders, Dexter Lembikisa, Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Richard King, Sule Makala, Joel Latibodier, Damian Lowe, Kyle Ming, Greg Lay. Midfield, Jordan Trout. Never hear about that brother yet. Well, I wonder if it's accurate. Anyway, Willis Shavani, Karoy Anderson, Leon Bailey, Casey Palmer, Dwayne Atkinson, Jonathan Russell. Forward, Khalil Stewart, Kaim Dixon, Romain Burrell, Demarai Gray, Warner Brown, Ronaldo Cephas, Romario Williams, Tyrese Campbell, Bobby Decard Reed, Michael Antonio. Out of this squad, let me see how much Jamaican based players. Warner Brown one.
I see five. Five.
Atkinson.
But you're not even, not when you finish, but want to say something based on even that, as it relates to Jamaican based.
Hold on there.
No, it's five, bro.
6 of them.
Oh, six.
Yes, six players out of what? 23, 24?
Mm-hmm.
You said the thing though, bro, with the Jamaican based players, I feel like it's like you want to say to the JFF, yo, you need to include more. But I also believe that a lot of Jamaican based players lack the professionalism that is required to play at that higher level.
So them don't have much exposure when it comes to the world stage.
Exactly. And it's like,
if you're gonna say that though, the Jamaican based players them would have go do the same thing that the foreign based players did, which was not make it out of the group.
No, but at the same time, which one have more quality?
Quality? All right, so you're prioritizing quality or results?
The thing is, quality bringing results.
But we have quality now in the squad.
But them don't care.
Okay.
So I think that goes back to your earlier point, Chris, where I say, oh, them don't have this much professionalism, they don't have this much experience, but that go back to your first point where you're like, expose them early.
Exactly.
Expose them early to a type of professionalism in football where, we have these coaches specialized for, especially like coaches for interviews, coaches for how to act in certain
situations.
Act in certain situations. Expose them to things early so they know. And that just goes back down to the ground, how you build on from the ground come up, where if these players were actually exposed to all of these things earlier, we would have more Jamaican-based quality in the team, and they would just slide in very easily.
Like,
They would
for
know what to do.
them like younger players, like Manning Cup players, Pepsi players, Coast players, I think they need to travel. We need to have academies that travel, that go around the world and play football.
All right,
Mm.
let me just give some insight now. Let's say more because I know of a few. You have several academies who do them together.
Mhm.
Again, just last week, I interviewed Casey Butler from Phoenix Academy and some Aston Villa coaches. Them, well, take me right down your name, you know, I don't want to give the people them props. Hold on there. Yes, yes. Coach Stefan Moore and Coach Brad Miller from Aston Villa. Zine, so Phoenix I do it. You have Balla's International Academy where I do it. You have Kingston Football Club. So there are institutions like this. So I guess is we as a fraternity, as an institution, as a country wholeheartedly, we need to have
To support,
more. And then
support these teams. Yeah, you have to support the
hold on.
programs.
Another thing, even McLaren, he came to Jamaica approximately 5 years ago, where them did have some coaching seminar and coaching program. So even the Jamaica Football Federation, credit to them have things in place, bro. Like them a make an effort. You see me I say? Them have I don't know if you know oh Lord, the boss name man. What Glenn Muir coach name Faba?
Lenny,
Oh
Lenny,
God.
Lenny Hyde?
no,
Oh
Clarence.
man, him young. One of the baddest young coach in Jamaica. Peart. Michael Peart.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, one of the best young coach in Jamaica. He is the head of education, coaching education at the JFF. So, and he's a young man as well. So, to in defense of the Jamaica Football Federation, there's an effort being made. You get me? I say we may not reap the rewards now, but we just say we have to impart that insight there for say, oh,
And
actually I make an effort.
And that is good. That is good. The fact that there's an effort being made. And as I said, when you find the younger players traveling more, venturing outside of Jamaica, and then them go to a club, like for example, Santos, Palmeiras, let them go play a match in Brazil, then play a match against River Plate, a young, like a under 16 River Plate team, Boca Juniors. They can see the professionalism of these teams and have something to compare themselves to. Because the players that make it to the top level, when you hear about the training regimen that these players go through from a very young age, the matter is that them could go up on trip, them could do this because there was a dedication to I am going to become a football player.
Mm. Well, gentlemen, we're gonna wrap up the Reggae Boys segment now by asking two questions. First one, Faba, do you think Jamaica's Reggae Boys will qualify to the 2026 FIFA World Cup? Quick answer.
No.
Why?
Why? If something doesn't change in Jamaica's tightening of their defensive discipline and especially during opponent transition and set pieces, that's another thing. We are conceding so easily from set pieces. If they don't foster stronger team cohesion, among both the local based and foreign born players, because we see it as well where we can see how them play different, meaning how the foreign based players are playing different than the locally based players. So if we don't strengthen that team cohesion and build a consistency in our tactics and know what we're playing as, I don't see them qualifying for the World Cup.
Chris Nick?
I do see them qualifying for the World Cup. Not because I'm expecting improvement, not because they're very good. I just think it's harder to not qualify than to qualify.
And that's the thing. It's harder to not qualify, but I just think them will just find a way not to qualify, bro. And that is that really scare me. It's not some I don't want them qualify because me would love to see my team in a World Cup. Well, it's been 27 years,
Mhm.
right? Well, it's gonna be 28. me will love to see my country on the big stage play against the big names. I want to watch them, but right now I'm just not confident at all.
I just feel like that's I just believe it's just with Canada, USA, and Mexico out of the way, it's just too hard. Like I don't. It's more a case of the other teams in CONCACAF aren't that good. Like Jamaica, them no, but you have worse.
Me say you will qualify. As we say, if it is now or never, we're not gonna get God know when CONCACAF will get so much entries again in the World Cup. So for me, it's now or never, and me gonna remain hopeful. One JA, you don't know, take it to them. Well, qualify, we say, not take it to them. But